Morning. An ardent student, Tivra Samvegan, is eager and enthusiastic to acquire the knowledge and then put it into practice. So that's why we do this every day. We are embodying the ideal that we are saying is a value. So right hand thumb is going to touch to the second and third finger. Left hand, the thumb is going to touch to the fourth and the fifth finger. Pushan Mudra. This is about the ebb and flow. And since everything we're doing is about learning how to ride the changes, adapt ourselves, shift, pivot, call it whatever you want, be flexible. So we're going to start here today. So get your stance, close your eyes, bring yourself into Jalandhara Bandha. And the first thing is just to get assessment of where your breath is today. So you might just simply observe whether or not one inhale is longer than the exhale, or one exhale longer than the inhale, whether or not there's smoothness in the flow of the breath or jerkiness. And then we're going to impose, in a very light-handed, not heavy-handed way, our control over it. So today we're adding Bahya Kumbhaka. Remember, doing this again and again, it's the suspension of the exhale, external retention, that creates that calmness in the mind, which is one of the four ways they say you get into samadhi. So pay attention to how you feel during and certainly after and for the rest of the day. All right, exhale your breath. Raise your hand. Widen the nostrils and breathe in. Narrow nostrils and breathe out. Relax the hand and hold the breath. And restorative breathing. Move into the witness part. Remember that part of your consciousness that just observes. It helps take you on the first few steps of your journey and then stays by your side every step thereafter. Exhale the breath. Raise the hand. Widen the nostrils. Breathe in. Narrow the nostrils. Breathe out in Anuloma, always longer than the exhale, than the inhale. Relax the hand and wait there. And restorative breath. Make sure you relax your tongue. Don't hold tension in the jaw, throat. Exhale the breath. Raise the hand. Widen the nostrils. Breathe in. Narrow the nostrils. Exhale. Relax the hand and Bahya Kumbhaka. And restorative breathing. All right, now we move to Pratiloma. Narrowed nostrils on the inhale, open nostril on the exhale, and then suspend the breath, Bahya Kumbhaka. So just as the Gita says, with her body, neck, head erect, immovable, still, and vision indrawn, practice yoga for self-purification. Exhale the breath. Narrowed nostrils, inhale. Open nostril, exhale. Relax the hand and wait. restorative breathing. And light on pranayama, if you look in Mr. Iyengar's book, the upward lift of the front chest and the downward pull of the back chest, ascend the front, descend the back. Right? The sticking point is the seventh thoracic vertebra, right at the bottom of the shoulder blade. So feel where that is in the center of your spine. That area has to move in and up. In, up, and then slightly back. Notice where the tension is. Exhale the breath. Next cycle. Narrowed nostril inhale. Open nostril exhale. Relax the hand, Bahya Kumbhaka. And restorative breathing. How many times have I repeated Mr. Iyengar's injunction? If it's a choice between a better posture and a deeper breath, do the better posture. So the trapezius muscles, which we normally associate as being way up here, yes, they have to be pulled down. But there's a bottom, you could say there's an upper, middle, and bottom trapezius muscles, and they extend more towards the back ribs. Make sure the lowest portion of your trapezius muscles, the end of the trapezius muscles, should feel as though they're narrowing and moving downward. So narrowing kind of moves in toward the center spine and downward. Combine that with the lift of the seventh thoracic vertebra, in, up, and back. All right, third cycle. Exhale the breath, raise the hand, narrow the nostrils, breathe. Open nostril exhale. Relax the hand, Bahya Kumbhaka. And restorative breathing. So when we're talking about the sternum bone in the center, if you have any tilt of your spine, right, or collapse on one side, obviously one side of the sternum is longer, one side of the sternum is shorter, and you can't feel evenly. So not only in terms of your erect posture, but in terms of both the lifting and the spreading equally, find out if one side is collapsed and one side is lengthened, and do your best to make them fill evenly, both in terms of postural structure and filling of the breath into the area equally. All right, now third cycle is Surya Vedana. Inhale, narrow right, exhale, narrow left, and Bahya Kumbhaka. All right, restorative exhale. Raise the hand, block left, narrow right, breathe in. Block right, narrow left, exhale. Relax the hand, Bahya Kumbhaka. Restorative breathing. Now, I've mentioned before, Anuloma and Pratiloma are Visamvriti techniques, unequal combinations and ratios, but Surya Vedana and Chandra Vedana are Samavriti techniques, so make them even. Good chance to see how to control the breath and bring equanimity to your nervous system by control of even breathing. Exhale the breath, raise the hand, block left, narrow right, inhale. Block right, narrow left, exhale. Relax the hand, Bahya Kumbhaka. and restorative breath. So every time we practice, we get a chance to embody abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa is the long, uninterrupted practice with devotion and reverence over time, and vairagya is the dispassion, the letting go of the fruits, the detachment from the end results. Just do it for the pure sake of doing it, and don't worry about the results. Like he says, water the roots and the fruits are sure to come. Last one, exhale. Raise the hand, block left, narrow right, inhale. Watch how steady my chest stays. Block right, narrow left, exhale. Watch no height, no loss of height, no shortening. Drop the hand, restore it, and Bahya Kumbhaka. And restorative breathing. All right, now Chandra Vedana, the moon cycle. This is inhale through narrowed left nostril, exhale through narrowed right nostril, and then Bahya Kumbhaka. Exhale the breath. Let's do it. Block right, narrow left, inhale. Block left, narrow right, exhale. Drop the hand, Bahya Kumbhaka. And restorative breathing. Give your full attention to your back ribs. If you expand the back ribs, if you feel the back ribs widening and filling towards the back body, you will feel your tailbone descending down. All right, pay attention to that this time as well. Exhale your breath, raise the hand, block right, narrow left, inhale. Expand the back ribs and feel how the tailbone drops down when you do that. Block left, narrow right, exhale. Relax the hand, restorative breathing. All right, as we get ready for the final cycle, remember what it says in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. When the inhalation and exhalation are suspended, when the senses cease to grasp for objects outside yourself, when there's no movement in the body and no activities in the mind, the yogi has succeeded in absorption. Last one, make it the best one. Exhale, block right, narrow left, inhale. Block left, narrow right, exhale. Drop the hand, Bahya Kumbhaka. And restorative breathing. Slowly, with your eyes closed, bring your head up. Slowly raise your eyes, open your eyes. So I hope that you go about your day with joy and ask yourself, what are you committed to bringing to life? The world needs what you have to give. So take your time, keep practicing, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. And don't forget, subscribe to my website, tell your friends and family, check out my YouTube station, and I'd like to hear from you, speak to you, see you in person. Let's connect.